Welcome to Vizionary, the company that is referred to as the people's coin, as in Capricorn, our cryptocurrency. Welcome to the overview call, opportunity call. We do these every Wednesday for our European connections, typically 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I always, when possible, have the ability to use a resource that is advantageous to all in Visionary. Why, of course I do, and we bring on special guests, accomplished network marketers from around the world. Today, it happens to be a fellow by the name of Stacey that's a friend of mine from South Africa. I fully intend on him taking South Africa by the horns, as he has proven. He's successful. His background's in really human resources, network marketing. He's owned his own business, his own franchise. He's got real-world experience in many different aspects that brings a lot of value to the Visionary platform. Any assistance and insights that people like Dave give, why, of course, I always listen. I've got plenty to do. So whenever we get a chance to see something from a different perspective, another way of explaining something like Visionary, it's good. So Dave did a great job. We had him on, Nicole, a week or two ago, and we had some great responses on his website, and unfortunately I dropped the ball. I'm not the best, how do you say it, when it comes to technology and that kind of stuff, I might not be the best candidate for that. Nicole was remote and in transit at that time, so it was my fault. But we can always remedy things by having Dave on again here today. So a good friend of mine, an accomplished leader and network marketer, been successful in several different opportunities. Dave, if you're ready, the floor is yours, my friend. Welcome to the call.
Thank you very much there, Andy, and thanks for the introduction. And it's good to see so many people from around the world, and welcome you and greetings from Cape Town, South Africa.
Welcome, my friend. This is quite a unique call. We've got Nicole up in Canada. I'm down here in the States for another day, and you're in South Africa. And it sounds really good.
Excellent. Thanks, Sandy. What I'm wanting to cover today is really look at the changing financial system that we're in, looking at the future of cryptocurrency, and really looking at the visionary concept and the real reason why I joined. But perhaps before I start, I should actually tell you how I got involved. I had a call from Jesper Benson from Denmark, probably only about 6 or 7 weeks ago, and he's been a long-distance friend of mine for the last 4 or 5 years, also been good Skype buddies. We've kept in touch, and he contacted me to say that he would like me to have a look at Visionary. My immediate response was, really, I'm not interested. I'm focused on what I'm doing at the moment. And he started to speak a new language. He was bringing up new technology, like things like cryptocurrency and algorithms and mining Capricorns on computers, talking about units and slots and blockchain technology. And, that really got me. I didn't know much about that. It was all new to me. And what I do, I'd heard of Bitcoin. And, I thought it was, at best, just going to be a passing phase, a fad, and at worst, a scam. So I had a look into what cryptocurrency was all about, and I give credit to Jesper for his perseverance. He kept in touch. I did my due diligence. I had an opportunity to speak to some of the co-founders, and what I really found is that we were sitting on a virtual gold mine. And that made me change my whole focus. And I believe that we've got the opportunity to share the benefits of this digital gold mine with other people. And as I said, I didn't know much about the crypto technology. It was very new to me. And I needed to really have a look and see what we could do there. I'm just trying to organize my slides. They're not moving at the moment. Sorry about that, but that's technology for us. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the words of Richard Branson, I think, were ringing in my ears. And if somebody offers you a great opportunity and you don't really know much about it, go for it and then work out how you're going to do it later. And what I see with Visionary is that it's another opportunity for another opportunity. If you've missed the Bitcoin opportunity, there's the second generation of Capricorn, and that's really what appealed to me and what I'm looking at. Just to look at a little bit of background about cryptocurrency, if we look at the evolution of money, we're moving from cash to ATMs, credit cards, EFT, and virtual and digital currencies. And really, technology is changing the world. We're part of the digital revolution. Things are really changing. The internet has changed the way we communicate on a global basis with social media and Skype and different ways of communicating. And digital currency or digital is going to change the whole way that we look at currency in a global way. And cryptocurrencies is a currency that's decentralized outside of the banking system, and it's created by computers. And what I like about it, it's powered by users. It's a true demand and supply facility. If we look at what Bill Gates says about the future of money, he said is in digital currency. Let's just have a quick look at Bitcoin, which really is the most important breakthrough in global finance. It was put together by a pseudonym, Satoshi Nakamoto. Whether that's a person or a group of people, we don't know. And that was in 2009. And as I said earlier, I thought this was just going to be something that came and went, but it's become accepted as an alternative decentralized trading currency. ATMs have also been installed with Bitcoin, where you can actually withdraw cash at a Bitcoin ATM. The first one, I think, was implemented in Vancouver and Texas, and we've even got one in South Africa. And I know that with the crisis in Greece, there are a couple of Bitcoin ATMs being installed there. The big thing about Bitcoin and the big opportunity is that it appreciated in value. It started at less than $1 cent, and it went up to, in fact, over $1,000 and settled back to around about $250 to $300, which is where it is trading at the moment. So if you've done an investment of $100, today it would be valued at 2.5 million. And there were many millionaires that were created and also some lost opportunities there. There was a story about one of the first transactions where somebody spent 10,000 Bitcoins in terms of buying a pizza, which would have been valued at around about $3 million today. There's also the story about a Norwegian guy who purchased $27 worth of Bitcoin in 2009 and forgot all about it. In 2013 he rediscovered it, and there was enough money to purchase an apartment in one of the better areas in Oslo. So it had appreciated to over $886,000. A huge windfall there. Some of the lost opportunities, we had Gary Connor on the call the other day, and he shared with us that he had bought less than $100 worth of Bitcoins for his daughter to play games on the computer. And he realized now that had she not used those Bitcoins, they'll be valued at $2.78 million. So yeah, the opportunities there. There's plenty of scope for more opportunities to come. There's also over 600 other cryptocurrencies that have emerged since then, but Capricorn has got the technology to take it to the next level. Some of the challenges we have with Bitcoin is that firstly there was no formal marketing strategy, and price was determined by speculation. It was perceived more as an investment, and in fact some countries have actually classified it as an asset, and it was very volatile. As I said, it fluctuated between 1 cent and $1,242 when it hit its peak, which was just below the gold price. So it was very volatile. It is now being more accepted as a trading currency, and there's over 300,000 companies that actually accept the Bitcoin as a currency. One of the problems is there's a delay in the conversion to global currencies. And people may need to wait for an hour or two before they can get the rate from the exchange platform. The other problem is that it's becoming very expensive to mine in terms of hardware and software and exorbitant electricity costs. And it's sometimes costing more to mine than it is to actually get the Bitcoin. The other place where you can get the Bitcoin is on the exchanges, where you can actually buy and sell. And that is probably where people are mainly getting their Bitcoins today. There will only be 21 million coins mined over the next 125 years because 2,140 will be the last time people will be able to mine. But as I said, the algorithms are getting more and more complex, and it's becoming much more difficult to actually mine a Bitcoin. But having said that, Bitcoin was the biggest innovation in the monetary system. It really has taken the market by storm, and it's proved that it's here to stay. If we look at the financial system, things are changing rapidly. The traditional financial and the banking system is changing. It was previously based on trust and a moral obligation, and really that's what the whole fiat currency is based on at the moment. It's based on trust. There's nothing there that really underpins it. And we've seen that the banks are really undercapitalized. They're leveraging the funds that are deposited with them, and many banks have less than 2% liquidity. There's also the issue of securitization of debt, where banks are actually leveraging or selling off their debts to other people, and it's becoming a major issue amongst the consumers who have put something down as surety for their loan or whatever it may be, and where the banks have actually repossessed that, it's becoming a big question as to who actually owns the debt. So there are some major problems that are emerging in the financial sector. If we look at the Chinese economy, they've had a massive growth over the last year. In fact, the stock market has actually doubled, but last month the bubble burst, and the market dropped by over 40%, and if it wasn't for the central government stepping in, it would have been a major disaster. If we look at the American economy, we've seen the stock market also double since the global financial crisis in 2008, and this has been mainly due to the printing of additional money and creating more debt, because the American economy now is in debt to $17 trillion. And is that bubble going to burst? Are we going to see a repeat of the global financial crisis 7 years ago? And the question we need to ask is, if our money is in the stock market or if it's in the bank, how safe is that money going to be? If we look at some of the lessons from other countries, the threat of economic forces are outside of our control. Going back in the early 2000s, Argentina had a major issue, and there were limits on the withdrawal of cash from the banks. Just a few years ago, in 2013, Cyprus declared a one-year bank holiday, which meant that people were not able to draw much funds out of the bank. And in fact, there was a 40% bail-in, which meant that those people who had invested their savings or their investments in the bank lost up to 40% of their savings. We've seen more recently in Greece, the same thing has actually happened, where the citizens are restricted to a maximum withdrawal of 60 euro per day. 60 euro per day, and that's not a lot to live on. And saw that the stock market in Greece only opened on Monday, and there was a 20% drop in the share index and a 30% drop in the banking sector. So there's some major issues out there in the economy. So there is a danger of keeping your savings in a single currency. Cryptocurrencies is becoming an option to store some wealth outside of the banking system. And it gives us an opportunity really to take control of our financial resources. So that brings me to the next question, and what is Vizionary? Because Vizionary is addressing many of the shortfalls of Bitcoin. It was a pioneer in the cryptocurrency, and we've now got the opportunity to look at a second generation cryptocurrency. Now, Vizionary is basically a mining and a marketing platform for the distribution of a new cryptocurrency called Capricorn. We have an automated mining and distribution system which gives us the opportunity to in fact set our mining slots for 10 weeks in advance. So you don't have to do anything. You set your slots and the software will automatically mine for you. And as I said, Capricorn is a second generation cryptocurrency. It's more than just a coin. It's a payment system with an innovative marketing solution. And really I need to emphasize that. That is what sets Capricorn aside from the other cryptocurrencies. It's got an innovative marketing solution which will take it to the market as a mainstream currency. So what is the Vizionary product? Basically, we are selling mining time. The product is mining time, and that's measured in mining units and not Capricorns. And I think that needs to be pretty clear as well. We are not selling Capricorns, we're selling mining time, and it's the mining time that we use to mine the Capricorns. Now, if we're looking at the mining units, we need 50 mining units to create one mining slot. And it's the mining slot that you set every week that will allocate Capricorns to your e-wallet. The Vizionary system does mine automatically for you, and one slot per week to be active would be in the region of €7.50 to €12. And that is the lowest cost of cryptocurrency mining that you will find. Now, how do you acquire those mining units? Well, there's a number of ways. Firstly, you become a member of Vizionary. You purchase or you can upgrade to a mining package. The bronze package costs €97, and it just gives you 2 slots. So you would have 2 slots of the following week for mining, but you would not be able to continue mining. The second mining package is silver, and that costs €297, which gives you 8 slots, and it also gives you €50 to purchase mining units. So that'll take you through for 4 or 5 weeks of mining. The gold package costs €897, which gives you 24 slots, and €250, which you can use to purchase mining units. And the top of the range is the platinum, which is €2,897, giving you 80 slots and €850 to purchase mining units. Another way of generating income to ensure that you are mining is through referral commission. And everything that you earn as commission, 30% will be maintained for you in a mandatory account, and that you have to use to purchase mining units. The rest of it, the 70%, you can take out or use it in any way you wish. The third way is what is called the SysRep. It's basically the system rebalancing system, which takes place every 10 weeks. It's almost like an internal loyalty program, because Vizionary gives you back mining units for what you've actually used on a percentage basis, and I'll go through that in a moment. The final way is to purchase a trade balance card for €100, and that you can use to purchase the mining units. Now this is the system rebalancing system, or what we call the SysRep, where we reward members for purchasing units and also for purchasing mining slots. Now there are two pools. The first pool consists of active mining units, and those are the units you actually purchased but you haven't yet converted into slots and you haven't yet used to mine the Capricorn. The second pool consists of mining units that you've used. Now I mentioned that you need to mine for 1 slot per week in order to be active over that 10-week period. And a slot is 50 mining units. So you need everything that you've done to mine over 500 mining units will go into the second pool, and again you'll get a percentage back. So let's just have a look at those clocks below. The active mining units indicates here that you would get 21% back when at the end of the SysRep period. Now those percentages could change. The used mining units at this stage, it's at 68%, so you'd get 68% of what you've used. The next clock on the left is the amount of time left in the SysRep, because it goes for 70 days or 10 weeks, and that's the amount of time that is left before the SysRep takes place. And then the projected SysRep top-up is an average of the percentages that you're going to get back. What we're looking at is an appreciation of the Capricorns. The Capricorn is actually designed to appreciate in value, and that's going to happen a number of ways. Firstly, there's going to be a rapid growth of Visionary members, because members are rewarded for promoting Visionary to other people. So there will be an exponential growth of members and also the Capricorn miners. There's going to be a scarcity value of Capricorns as well. Only 200 million Capricorns will be allocated over the next 10 years. And with the distribution strategy that we have with Visionary, it'll create long-term stability and value of Capricorns. We've also just recently listed Capricorn on 2 cryptocurrency exchange platforms. The first one is called Bitrex, and the second one is BlueTrade. And you can actually log into capricorn.org to actually have a look at the values of the coin. But it's for the first time given Capricorn a value. Before that, it was just a cost. The last way will be when Capricorn becomes a mainstream currency, and that's when we're going to really see the appreciation in value, because it's about the movement of money in the economy. And as I said earlier, Capricorn has been designed to appreciate in value, and that's really what's going to set it aside from any of the other cryptocurrencies. What I'd like to look at now is how you can optimize the acquisition of Capricorns. If this is really what you want to get as many of those Capricorns in your e-wallet as possible. You would do that by purchasing a platinum mining package for €2,897. Just to show you that you're getting good value for money, your first week of mining will give you 80 slots, and their retail value of a slot is €25. So you've already got €2,000 back. In addition to that, you're given €850 to purchase mining units. And if we assume that the average cost of a mining unit is about 20 cents, which it sort of fluctuates around that sort of figure at the moment, you would be able to purchase 4,250 mining units with that €850. That, as I said earlier, there are 50 mining units per slot, would give you 85 slots. And if we look at the average amount of Capricorns that you get per slot, I've worked on 100, and that's been the last 3 weeks or so, and I think I need to emphasize that that number will go down as our membership grows. But that would redeem for you 8,500 Capricorns. Now, as a platinum member, you're able to mine for 80 slots per week. That's 800 slots over the 10-week period. And again, if we look at just, say, 100 coins per slot, you've now generated 80,000 Capri coins. Just that volume of mining will also give you back, it's just, if we look at about 50%, nearly 20,000 mining units. That would be valued at 4,000 euro. That just those coins, 80,000 coins, would be, just say that the Capricorn revalued to, say, 10 euro. That would also be 800,000 euro, just from 10 weeks of mining on the Platinum package. Now, over and above that, you can generate generational bonuses down to infinity at 5%. You've also got the opportunity to trade mining units on the wholesale platform. And the trading only opened up a week or two ago, and members are trading or buying and selling mining units on the wholesale platform. And again, I need to emphasize, it's the mining units that are being traded, not the Capricorns. And this is how you could really maximize your return on the appreciation of Capricorns. Just to give you an example in terms of my own situation, I've only been mining for about 6 weeks, and I've acquired over 30,000 Capricorns. Again, if it just appreciated to 10 euro, that would generate about 300,000 euro. And we feel that Capricorn has got a good opportunity to actually appreciate a lot more than that in value, especially if we look at what the trend was with the Bitcoin. I just want to touch now on why I joined Vizionary. Firstly, it was the visionary leadership, the people behind the business, and also the people in the field, the leadership side there as well. We've got some excellent field leadership led by Andy Morbitzer, but we've also got people like Patrick Moore, Scott Schlemmer, Luca Domanianov, Gary Connor, and of course Nicole Peterson, who really is a great resource to all of us, and she gives Andy a lot of support there as well. The second reason was really the technology and the marketing strategy that Vizionary have got. They have the opportunity now, or they're in the process of developing a customer and a merchant app, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. The third reason was the potential income and the opportunity to create wealth. The compensation plan is one of the best I've seen. We've got a product that, as I've already mentioned, is going to appreciate. It's been designed to appreciate in value, and it's designed to become a global mainstream product. And lastly, the recognition awards. I certainly like the idea of a cruise and the value system I see with the visionary leadership. Let's just have a look at the management team. From left to right, we've got Tahir Ali, who is the CEO of TopSites, which is a software development company specializing in network marketing programs, and he's been a great asset. Behind the scenes, he's actually moved from the UK to Spain to help with the setting up of the company. We've got Andy Morbitzer, the global master distributor, also a co-owner, and he's done a tremendous job in terms of training and support to people in the field. And that's really a very important part of building this business. We've got Jesper Benson. I mentioned him earlier. He's an experienced businessman. He's also a networker, and he's on the advisory committee, and he's been tremendous support to me personally, but also to our team. And he's done webinars 2 or 3 times a week to help, and he's really been a reliable person who has helped us with our business. Then we have the founder, Frode Berg, who is the visionary behind the Vizionary, and he's also been of tremendous support to us. And then Ladislav Pastur from Slovakia as another co-founder, a experienced businessman, and also in network marketing. And really the common thread throughout is that we have experienced businessmen as well as networkers, and they understand the importance of the people in the field. The second reason, as I said, was technology and marketing strategy. They have the strategy to bring Capricorn to the mainstream global market. We, at the moment, have the opportunity to acquire Capricorn at very low prices, more competitive than any of the other cryptocurrencies. We have the Capricorn apps in development, which will facilitate the payment solutions to merchants. I reiterate here that Capricorn has been designed to appreciate in value as a result of that, and also that we have the technology to instantly convert the Capricorn into local currency, and we can move money globally with no transaction fees, and that is a major advantage when you look at what it costs to actually move money at the moment. We also have a free loyalty program for merchants, which is in development, and which will be available within the next 6 months. And the internal loyalty program, which I mentioned for members, which is the SysRep program of giving back free mining units to our members who are purchasing mining units. And then for Capricorn to become a mainstream global currency to complement the fiat currency, and I emphasize it's to complement and not to replace the fiat currency, so that we can work hand in hand with that. Another very important thing is that Vizionary are working with the regulators to ensure that we are financially and that we are compliant financially with the regulations. And we've recently been listed on the external cryptocurrency exchanges, which means that we are legal tender and that's a legal currency. I want to just have a quick look at the 6 income streams that we have. The first one is referral income, where there is a 10 or 15% commission on direct sales. There's also a binary system, which is the network team commission, which is between 40 and 80 euro. There's also a matching network team commission of either 5 or 10%, and then the momentum bonus clock, which really is there to treat all new people as visionary leaders and to give them the opportunity to earn more in the beginning. And while the clock is running, which is for the first 168 hours or the first week, there will be an additional 50% paid on direct sales. So instead of 10%, you'd be getting 15%. There'll also be an additional 87.5% of the network team commission, so that you will be paid 75 instead of 40 euro per step. And there's also the opportunity to earn beyond the 5 levels of the matching bonus. So those are the income streams from the referral side, but it's not just about referral income. It's not about necessarily bringing people in. Another income stream is the trading of mining units on the wholesale trading platform, which, as I said, was implemented a couple of weeks ago, and it's creating a lot of interest and a lot of excitement amongst members who are trading, buying and selling the mining units amongst each other. Now, there are some income streams that are still in the process of development. I've already mentioned the possibility or the certainty of the Capricorn appreciating in value, and it's already starting to appreciate when it was listed on the external exchange, and once it becomes a trading currency, we will see a definite move in the upward direction. There's also the possibility of earning commissions on merchant sales in terms of a loyalty program, which is in the process of development, and also commissions on customer transactions from the e-wallet. And finally, retail sales of mining units after October, where we can sell slots to people who are not members of Vizionary at a premium. So these are the additional income streams which are still in the process of development. But in the meantime, there's a huge opportunity to generate income. I just want to look at some procedural issues, and firstly on the payment systems. You can either this is now for paying in and also withdrawing funds. You can do it through wire transfers or credit card payments. And you can also use the gift card system, which is an internal system where you've got money in your online account. You can actually purchase a gift card and generate a code in which to register new people, and then they can deposit the money into your account. Now, the Visionary Outlook number 11, the edition number 11, covers the process of the credit card payment, and that can be found under the Communications tab and Visionary Outlook. And it's always useful to go through those different editions to see what is available to members. The next thing is really to look at the registration of members. There's two ways to register. You can do it from the external website link, and there it's very important that you set the placement of the power leg or the working leg. Or you can do it from the internal through the back office, your own website. You click on the website in the network team structure and you can register somebody there. We've got the e-wallet, which gives you access to cashback and special merchant offers once the e-wallet has been released. And you've also got the opportunity to have an independent Capricoin wallet, which you can download and keep and store the coins on your desktop. Now, you can use Capricoins online and offline just as easy as taking a picture with your smartphone. This technology is in development and will be available, as I say, within the next few months. I want to talk very briefly about the Visionary promotion, and that's a promotion to go and meet the co-founders and the leaders in Spain, in Benidorm in Spain. You need to qualify by the 30th of August, and the proposed dates at this stage would be from the 24th to the 27th of September. The qualification is based on sales volume, and that sales volume comes from the mining package that you purchased. For example, a bronze package would give you 50 CV, a silver package would give you 200 CV, a gold package would give you 600 CV, and a platinum package, mining package, would give you 2,000 CV. Now, you can do this either in your own capacity or as a team. If you're doing it in your own capacity, you'd need 12,000 CV to qualify. And if you wanted to bring your partner, you would need to have generated 18,000 CV. So if you just looked at the sales volume, you'd need 6 platinum members to qualify, or you can have a combination of the gold, silver, and bronze as well. The team building is basically for your own personal CV that you've personally introduced. It'll be 6,000 and 8,000 if you want to bring a partner. And then on the second level, 12,000 CV or 16,000 CV with your partner. And I think this is going to be, this is the very first leaders retreat, and it's going to be a great opportunity for the leaders to get together and to basically see how the system operates, particularly the first demonstration of payment using the e-wallet and the app to a merchant. So that is exciting times indeed. Let's just have a look at the future of cryptocurrencies, because, as I said, the financial system is changing. There are a lot of financial technology companies that are growing. The taxi industry is being threatened by the digital revolution with Uber coming in and undercutting them. Rental agents are also being undermined by Airbnb, where people can do holiday bookings online. And this technology is giving us the opportunity now to operate outside of the banking system. Things like cash deposits, lending, credit card processing, foreign exchange is being done through peer-to-peer systems, much better, much faster, a lot cheaper, and more efficiently. And decentralized currencies are now controlled by market forces. And we're able to bypass the exorbitant banking fees that we've all become accustomed to. So we can join the digital revolution. We've got the opportunity here to take our economic power back and really to secure and safeguard our wealth outside of the banking system. The whole crypto finance industry is emerging, and there is an entrepreneur who is setting up a crypto valley similar to the Silicon Valley, and this crypto valley will be in Zug in Switzerland. He has, in fact, his name is Johan Gerbers. He's also a South African, and he's developed a company called Monetas with an advanced digital transaction platform. And he believes that successful industries grow in clusters, and they attract these resources. And the reason why Switzerland was chosen, well, that used to be the banking sector of the world, center of the world, and I think they would like to re-establish that. They've got a very decentralized system. The political system consists of cantons, which are self-regulatory. Even the tax is determined in each canton. And when you look at the financial system, they also regulate themselves. So it's a self-regulation industry in Switzerland. And they've established what is called the Digital Currency Compliance Association, which includes a Swiss bank and about 8 different members there. So we're seeing that the whole crypto finance industry is becoming organized. It's growing globally, it's growing in different countries, and it's going to signal the end of the monetary system as we know it. Let's look at some of the lessons we've learned from history, the economic disasters. Look what happened in Argentina when the banking sector collapsed. Look what happened in Cyprus when 40% of assets were confiscated by the banks. And look at Greece with the capital controls that are in place there. The question I need to ask, are you ready for a global financial meltdown? Are you invested in alternative assets? Have you looked at cryptocurrency as an opportunity? Are your assets safe in a bank deposit, safe deposit box? Because there's nothing guaranteed in the bank. If the bank decides to take those assets, you've got no opportunity to resist. I've been looking at what Simon Black from The Sovereign Man has to say, and he asks a very pertinent question. He says, will you be prepared when everything we take for granted changes overnight? Don't be one of those millions of people who get their savings, their retirement, and their investments wiped out overnight. Do you have a plan B? The stock markets and the banks are no longer reliable places to store your savings and your investments. We've seen people have their pensions wiped out overnight. Now, a question I'd like to ask is, what if you had the opportunity, or if you'd had the opportunity to fill your credit card with funds before they launched in the early 1960s? Because what we are offering now is you have the opportunity to fill your e-wallet with Capricorns before they become a mainstream currency and before they appreciate in value. And that's really the opportunity that we're offering now to those people who can see the vision, is to acquire as many Capricorns as possible before they become a trading commodity. And this is really how we can create wealth for ourselves, and this is how we can leave a legacy behind for other people. We've got the opportunity here to position ourselves ahead of the digital wave, the revolution that is approaching us. And if you have missed the opportunity to get onto the Bitcoin train, don't miss the opportunity to get onto the Capricorn train, because it's already leaving the platform. It's now on the cryptocurrency platform, and we would like to take as many people with us as possible so that we can help people change their lives and secure their wealth in a positive manner. So with that, thanks very much for attending, and Andy, back to you.
Thank you, Dave. Actually, I'm going to take over for a little bit for Andy, but wow, what a fantastic presentation, and I love this last photo, the Capricorn train. So I think I'm definitely on the Capricorn train along with Andy, and a bunch of us other leaders. So, but I want to say thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you, both Andy and I, and we know that we asked you to do this for a second time. So appreciate you and the time that you've given to us. And thank you for a fantastic presentation. And I'm going to close it out. So